How did ancient civilizations build the impossible? How did people with no electricity, no cranes, and no steel tools raise structures so massive they still dominate our skylines thousands of years later? Forget aliens. Forget lost super technology. The truth is far more astonishing. It's physics. It's organization. It's craftsmanship. And in the biblical world, it's ingenuity shaped by purpose and faith. Today we uncover how ancient people built the Colossal. Across the ancient world, megastructures rise like miracles frozen in time. We see it in the geometric precision of the pyramids of Giza, the towering ziggurats of Mesopotamia, and the 800-ton stones of Baalbek. Stonehenge, a stone circle in England, was meticulously aligned with the heavens itself. In Scripture, one construction stands out above all others in its ambition: the Tower of Babel. The book of Genesis describes a tower built with bricks fired in kilns and sealed with bitumen, a natural asphalt. This isn't just a story, it perfectly matches the materials archaeologists have found in the great ziggurats of ancient Iraq, like Etemenanki and the Ziggurat of Ur. Some of these structures reached nearly 300 feet high, scraping the sky of the ancient world. These weren't just legends. They were among the very first large-scale engineering projects in human history, requiring complex logistics, advanced mathematics for their time, and a workforce operating with almost military-level coordination. They represent humanity's earliest attempts to reach for the heavens, a testament to a shared vision, and a powerful will to build something that would last forever. These builders laid the foundation, not just for their cities, but for engineering as we know it. So how did they do it without modern machines? The answer is simple, yet brilliant. Ancient engineers didn't have cranes, but they deeply understood the laws of physics. They turned mountains into manageable slopes with massive earthen ramps. Just imagine a team of workers slowly dragging a multi-ton block up a gentle incline, inch by inch, day after day. They used rollers and sledges to move stones weighing as much as modern locomotives across miles of unforgiving terrain. We've even found ancient Egyptian art that depicts a fascinating trick: workers pouring water over the sand in front of a sledge. Modern experiments have confirmed this isn't just decoration. Wetting the sand reduces friction by nearly half, making the impossible task of dragging colossal stones suddenly achievable. Levers and counterweights, the simplest of machines, were used to lift entire walls into place. They also developed timber cranes, powered by teams of workers pulling on ropes, which multiplied human strength many times over. The genius wasn't in some lost high-tech device. It was in the sophisticated execution of simple ideas. These ancient engineers were masters of leverage, friction, and gravity. They proved that with enough knowledge and human power, you can move mountains. Many constructions described in the Bible match or even surpass the scale of these other ancient wonders. Take Noah's Ark. The dimensions recorded in Genesis give it a length-to-width ratio of 6:1. This is a surprisingly stable design, a ratio that is still used in modern shipbuilding for large, stable vessels. The text also mentions waterproofing the ark with pitch, a practice that mirrors ancient Mesopotamian shipbuilding techniques discovered on clay tablets thousands of years old. Then there's the Tower of Babel, which we now know aligns perfectly with the design of real multi-tiered ziggurats that dominated ancient skylines for centuries. When we look at Solomon's temple, the scriptures note something incredible. The stones were so precisely cut that no sound of chisels or hammers was heard at the construction site. This suggests the stones were quarried and perfectly carved off-site, then transported and assembled like a massive divine puzzle, likely using ramps and rollers. The engineering prowess only grew over time. King Herod's expansion of the Second Temple pushed the limits of ancient construction even further. Some of the foundation stones he used weigh over 500 tons, rivaling the biggest blocks ever moved by any civilization. And at Baalbek, in modern-day Lebanon, we find 3 colossal stones, known as the Trilithon, each weighing up to a staggering 1,000 tons. They rest perfectly aligned in a foundation wall, an engineering feat that continues to baffle and inspire experts today. Outside the biblical world, the evidence of early ingenuity is just as powerful. At Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, we find that even Stone Age societies, more than 11,000 years ago, could quarry, shape, and erect 20-ton pillars using nothing but other stones. And at Stonehenge, some of the famous blue stones were dragged an incredible 140 miles, a journey made possible only by sledges, rollers, and sheer human determination. These structures weren't miracles of technology. They were miracles of human coordination, belief, and an unbreakable will to create. Behind every one of these ancient wonders was an invisible machine, a force more powerful than any lever or crane, organization. This was humanity's first superpower. Imagine thousands of workers operating in shifts day and night for years on end. Think of the engineers and architects planning every single step months, even years ahead. Surveyors used simple tools like measuring cords, plumb lines for vertical accuracy, and the stars for alignment, achieving a level of precision that is hard to fathom. We have found clay tablets from Mesopotamia that served as the ancient equivalent of spreadsheets. On them, administrators meticulously recorded daily rations for workers, the distribution of tools, and labor quotas. They managed complex logistics networks to move food, water, wood, and stone across vast deserts and rugged mountains. These weren't just random groups of laborers. They were early engineering corporations, complete with clear leadership, a strict division of labor, and a long-term strategic vision. It was this ability to organize, to unite thousands of people under a single, ambitious goal that allowed humanity to build the impossible. So what does all of this tell us? Every colossal structure, whether from scripture or the archaeological record, reveals the same powerful truth. Ancient people were not primitive. They were brilliant. They mastered the principles of physics without writing down complex formulas. They organized societies on a massive scale without computers or spreadsheets. They surveyed the earth and aligned their greatest monuments with the cosmos using nothing but rope, symmetry, and the stars. They understood their materials, their environment, and most importantly, the power of working together. Their greatest achievements remind us that humanity has never been limited by its tools, only by its imagination. The legacy of these ancient builders is not just in the stones they left behind, but in the enduring spirit of human ingenuity that continues to push us to build, to explore, and to reach for the heavens. Thanks for joining us on this journey back in time. If you found this as fascinating as we did, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the past. See you next time.